I'm David Akimi with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. Today I'm going to be taking you on a tour of Richmond American's Peridot floor plan, which is part of their Seasons collection of homes. And this Peridot that we're going to walk through today is in the Parkdale community in Erie, Colorado. I'm touring it today in a D elevation, and we're going to look at it in a 4-bed, 2-bath layout. This house is part of the Seasons collection, and as you may know, the Seasons collection are built intentionally with no basements, with a crawl space instead, to keep the purchase price a little bit lower. And one thing that I'm really happy to see that Richmond did, even though they've got a crawl space, they weren't tempted to stuff the mechanicals down there, so you will not find yourself crawling down in a crawl space to change furnace filters and so forth. They made a point to keep those upstairs above ground so that maintenance is easy. The Peridot model scored 410 points out of a possible 1,250 points on my 100% fully objective scorecard. If you want to see that scorecard and see exactly how we scored the Peridot, you can download a copy of that scorecard at a link in the description below. Now let's go check out the house. The 3 secondary bedrooms in the home are all relatively small, and they do have small closets. And also, in order to shave space in this house, they do share one bathroom. The laundry room is good size, and that's also where they fit the furnace closets. The furnace will be accessed for changing filters through the laundry room. The kitchen is an open concept. However, it did have a really small island and a really small pantry, which makes sense because they were trying to cram 4 beds and 2 baths into a small ranch, so they had to squeeze something down in order to make it all fit. This particular model is shown with nicer appliances. It has a GE double stove and a counter depth fridge. As far as the master bed and bathroom, they're actually a very large size for a house of this square footage, and the master features a really big bay window that lets a ton of natural light in, which is a fantastic feature that we don't see especially often at this price point. As with any home, there are a couple things they could have done better. I would have loved to have seen the 3 auxiliary bedrooms not share one bath. Couldn't have hurt to at least put an extra sink top in that bathroom if they're sharing them, or put an extra bathroom somewhere in the house if they could have squeezed it in. The other thing I'm not super thrilled with is the island in this kitchen was incredibly tiny. Wouldn't have hurt them to make that island an extra foot or so wide and deep. Right now, as it sits, it's almost unusable. Things I really liked about the Peridot are the fact that they put a 4-2 layout in a really small and really affordable ranch, which is no short feat. 4 beds, 2 baths, and a small ranch is hard to do, and not many builders pull it off. Richmond did on this model. As for the mechanicals in this house, it features a Goodman AC and furnace, and also being part of the Seasons collection, this has a Rinnai tankless hot water heater to save space, and that water heater is fortunately upstairs, so you don't have to go in the crawl space for any kind of maintenance. I really hope you enjoyed taking this tour with me today, and I hope you found my commentary and scorecard useful. Don't forget to download that scorecard in the description below. As with all homes, Richmond builds this Peridot in several communities throughout Colorado. If you want to find out everywhere that it's being offered, DM me and I'm happy to give you a list of everywhere in the state that you can find this at. At the time of filming, base prices on this home range from about $495,000 to $615,000, depending on what neighborhood and what part of the state you find it being built in. Once again, I'm David Hakimi with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, and I'm one of the top agents in Colorado who specializes in new construction purchases. I would love to personally accompany you to help you find a new home. Remember, it doesn't cost you anything out of pocket to have agent representation, and it doesn't change the price that you pay for the home. Builders pay your agent's commission just like any other sellers. I ask all the important questions that most people would never think to ask on your own. I'm definitely there to represent your best interest, so you have nothing to lose by taking agent representation, but you've got a ton to gain. If you want to see other walkthrough tours, neighborhood videos, or new construction topics in general, click the link below and YouTube will show you all of my other topics. Also, if you like this video today, remember to like and subscribe to the channel so that you can see everything else that we put out in the future.